Welcome back. You're gathering with friends and family over the holiday weekend. Well, you might be busting out that deck of cards for some euchre or hearts. And Chip and Dana Brown, remember those guys from Storytastic? Well, they're back with some innovative playing card options that are already winning awards, and they're joining us via Zoom this morning. Chip and Dana, thank you so much for joining us this morning.
Pleasure to be with you, Todd.
Hi, good morning.
Welcome back. Great to see your faces. Now, if our viewers, for those who may not remember, when you were here, you're from West Michigan, you were talking about the rank game. And boy, my family's had a lot of fun playing that. Talk about the success of the rank game.
Yeah.
Yes,
Go ahead, hon.
definitely. So our family's played it informally for years and years. And just my kids would notice sitting around at the dinner table or in a restaurant that everyone's on their phones. And so we have, as a society, a problem with technology. So we created this game just to get off your phones and to really create community. You can't score points with it. What's so fun, unless you're thinking about the answers from the other person's point of view. So it's a very simple game, multi-generational, and just easy to learn and lots of fun.
I think you're underselling it
It's
today.
won a lot of awards, including Mom's Choice Awards and a bunch of parenting awards and Toy Fair Favorite Pick, which is like the biggest, Toy Fair New York, the biggest game convention in the Western Hemisphere. And we made, everybody wanted more games, so we made these 3 new games, which came out a few months ago. And those have done really well, but a lot of the retailers and consumers, but a lot of the retailers that looked at the design of the new games encouraged us to make playing card decks. And we thought, okay, well, there's already thousands and thousands of playing card decks. So as 2 Disney people, like how can we make playing cards innovative? And so we went to the essence of playing cards, which is when you play cards, you really only play the edges of the cards. So the first of the 8 decks that just are coming out now is the Razor Deck. So they're a third the width of a regular playing card, the same height. And really when you arrange them, as most people play cards where you're only looking at the edges, they're much easier to play your games. You can hold more cards. In fact, you can hold a whole hand of cards in the space of 1 playing card. So those have done really well. They're waterproof and they're tear-proof as well. Then you want to tell them about the Duadeck?
Yeah, the Duadeck, same thing, the same great PET material, but great for the beach and the pool. And they are waterproof, tear-proof, rip-proof. And you can play them under the water like my boys like to.
Wow.
Yeah, so there are plenty of, not plenty, but there are some waterproof decks out there, but the design's kind of inferior, and they're also made from PVC material, which is more harmful for the environment than the PET material that we used. Then we did the easy to see deck, which is just as you imagine what it means. They're easy to see, right? So these are great for kids, but also anybody who needs reading glasses, that kind of a thing. The point is they're really clear, 4 different colored suits. So you don't have to remember, was that red card, was that a heart or a diamond, or was that black card a spade or a club? You just remember the color. So you can focus on the strategy of your game and the people you're with, which is really the main point of the reason we create all these games, is to help people be together in person off of technology in community. Then we have also the Glow Deck, which is pretty cool. And I think we have some of that footage that we sent you, but they look great in the day. But when you use them, I don't know if you've ever been to like night bowling or laser tag.
Oh, yeah.
So they look great anyway in the daytime.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I can only imagine those under black light. They'd be glowing.
But,
yeah, exactly.
Yeah. And we have on our website, you can see, and on our Kickstarter campaign, you can see that in black light. But then also, I think we sent you some footage, but it might be hard to get.
Yeah,
Then we did a whole line of cards called DEK. Dana studied architecture in Scandinavia in Denmark. So we started out making a Scandinavian deck. And so it's DEK, and then in the native language, there's always a word chosen from the native language that exemplifies that life.
I love that, Chip.
So, for instance, Norway.
That. Yeah, obviously I'm Swedish and Norwegian, so I was already looking at these Swedish cards, and I'm like, and of course a big Dutch community here in West Michigan. I'm sure the Danish deck is going to be popular as well. You based that. Why did you choose that area, the Scandinavian deck?
Oh, I studied architecture there and traveled there for quite a while back in the day. So it's just a beautiful part of the world, and wanting to help people learn more about different cultures and and lifestyles.
All
So
right,
they'll be over time, and it's our miss that we don't have the Netherlands right out of the gate, but it was going to be one deck called the Scandinavian Deck, and we just loved all the design exploration, so we ended up making the 4 Scandinavian countries, one of which is Finland, which is 2/3 covered by forest. So there's your spade, and there's hearts.
Okay,
so
I see what you've done there.
exemplifies it.
Chip, Dana,
Fjords.
unfortunately, we're running short on time. I want to make sure we get the information out to get people to order these for you. You're on Kickstarter now, right? Or you can go to storytasticcards.com, correct? Or Storyastic, I should say.
The Kickstarter, storyasticcards.com will take you right there, and there's only 10 days left, and where you can get the savings off the Kickstarter. So now's the time.
Love the innovation, guys. It's always great to have you on the show. Thanks for the time this morning.
Great seeing you,
Thanks
Todd.
so much.
Thanks.
Good seeing you.
You bet. We'll be right back.